Are your kids struggling with percentage? Let's take care of this right now. Now, a percent is a fraction where the denominator is 100. And fractions are little division problems. So if I divide 34 by 100, I actually get 0.34. So if I have a number, if I have a fraction and the bottom number is 100, you simply take the top number and put the percent symbol on it. For example, if I have 67 over 100, I simply take the 67 and put the percent sign, and that's how I can find a percent of a fraction. What if I'm given a decimal? What if I'm given 0.40? How do I find that in a percent? Okay, so 4/10 or 40 hundredths, same thing. Okay, so 0.40 is equal to 4 over 10. It's also 40 over 100. Okay, so if I divide 4 by 10, I get 0.4. If I divide 40 by 100, I also get 0.4. Okay, so notice that this is over 100, so that means that 0.4 equals, I take the top one here because I want the one with the denominator of 100, that is equal to 40%. Let's try another one. Suppose I have a number like this, 1/2. Well, the bottom isn't 100, but if I can scale it up to 100, then I can just take the top, right? So what number would you multiply 2 by to get 100? Yeah, 50. 2 times 50 is 100. Now, if I just multiply the bottom by 50, I've changed the problem. So what I need to do is multiply both top and bottom by 50, because otherwise I change the problem. And do you notice 50 over 50? Anytime I have the same number on top and on bottom, what that means is that the number on the bottom is the number of divisions. The number on the top is how many of those divisions I'm talking about. So if the numbers are the same, that means a whole unit. So 3 over 3 is actually equal to 1 whole unit. So notice that 50 over 50, this means I'd have something that has 50 divisions, and I'm actually talking about all of them. So 50 over 50 is equal to 1. So I'm basically multiplying 1/2 times 1, and nobody cares if you do that. You can multiply things by 1 all day long, and nobody cares. Okay, so multiplying this out, 2 times 50 is 100. 1 times 50 is going to be the numerator. Do you see how now I have a fraction where the denominator is 100? So all I do is I take the top, so 1/2 is equal to, take the numerator, 50, and add percent. What if it's a 1/4? Okay, well, in this case, I can scale it up to be 100. So what do I multiply the 4 by to get 100? In this case, it's 25. 4 times 25 is 100. Don't forget, you got to do it to the top too. 1 times 25 is 25. So 1/4 equals 25%. So I just take the numerator and stick it there. You see that? Isn't that fun? What if I have 1/10? What does that equal to in percent? Okay, so what do I need to multiply to make the bottom equal to 100? Yeah, 10, right? 10 times 10 is 100. Okay, so we multiply top and bottom. So 1 times 10 is 10. So 1/10 is equal to 10%, because we're taking this and putting the percent sign there. By the way, if you'd like to learn more about doing math the easy way, I'm actually giving an entire class just on percent and fractions and decimals for free. You can click on the link in the description or the comments below, or simply go to getmath.net/learn. Okay, let's continue. Suppose we have 1/3. Well, is there anything I can multiply by to make the bottom 100? No, not in this case. So we can't scale this fraction up to get something that's over 100. So we do this a different way. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to say 1/3, that is equal to, this 1/3 is a fraction, right? Fractions are little division problems. So the numerator goes in the box, the denominator goes outside. And then we simply do our division. 3 doesn't go into 1, however, I can continue to add zeros as many as I want. 3 goes into 10 3 times. Here, we'll push up the decimal point right there. Okay, 3 goes into 10, so I have a 9, and I'm going to have a 1 left over. Bring down this 0. 3 goes into 10 3 times. Take the difference between 10 and 9 and get a 1. Bring down the other 0. Are you seeing a pattern yet? So yeah, so this is going to keep going over and over and over. So what we're going to say is 1/3 is equal to 0.3 with a bar on it. And that bar just means that whatever's under the bar repeats. Okay. So how do I turn this into a percent? Okay, well, so for a percentage, I'm going to write it out to 2 decimal places, 0.33, and then it goes on, but I'm going to truncate it. I'm going to turn it off and say, okay, let's just deal with 0.33, okay? And I want to turn that into a percent. So all I do is this is equal to 33 over 100, okay? Because when we say this out loud, this is 33 hundredths, 33 hundredths. Aha, I have something with 100 on the bottom. And you're like, wait, how did that happen? That happened because I took the fraction, did the division, turned it into something that's based on the 10 base system, right? And we have tenths and hundredths. And now I have a fraction that is something I can use for a percent. Okay, so 1/3 is about 33%. It's 33 1/3%, but this is fine for now. Okay, let's do one more example. I have 5/6. Okay, so there's nothing I can multiply the 6 by to get 100 by scaling this up. So we're going to do this as a little division problem. So 6 doesn't go into 5. 6 goes into 50 8 times. Okay, and I have a 48. And the difference is 2. Here's another 0. Bring it down. 6 goes into 20 3 times. 3 times 6 is 18. The difference is 2. Here's another 0. Okay. Here's another 20. Also goes in 3 times. And you see how this is going to continue. Okay. So 5/6 is approximately equal to the decimal of, and I'm going to round this off, 0.83. So if we say this number out loud, that is 83 hundredths. Okay, because it's over 100, I can also say that is equal to 83%. And that's how we find percents of both fractions and decimals. If your kids have been frustrated with percentage before and you'd like them to learn the easy way, I want to invite you to a free class on not only percentage but also fractions and decimals that I'm going to be giving. Now, to register at no charge, just click the link below using the link in the description or the comments, or simply go to getmath.net/learn.